Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And here I have a great article for you guys from T-Mobile's newsroom. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys may check it out. So T-Mobile continues to chip away at the enterprise percentage of Verizon and AT&T. It's clear to see, and I know AT&T and Verizon really don't operate in Puerto Rico anymore, but each business that T-Mobile gains, it strengthens their position to gain additional share and to get future businesses in the enterprise space. So, Veterans Affairs selects T-Mobile as primary wireless provider for the Caribbean healthcare system. So this is an interesting one and a good one for T-Mobile. They like to pick and choose which ones they share. With the recent commentary we got at the earnings call, they clearly are getting more businesses and enterprise to join that they're not telling us publicly. Like they got UPS, they got DoorDash. They're not sharing that publicly for whatever reason. They like to pick and choose which ones they put in the press release. So what's the news? The Veteran Affairs Caribbean healthcare system in Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands selected T-Mobile as the primary wireless provider in a 10-year agreement. So this is a 10-year contract. T-Mobile will become the wireless primary provider in that contract. Why it matters: the VA healthcare professionals in 15 locations across Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands will have the low latency and reliability of 5G to help ensure consistent and resilient connectivity for patient care, telehealth, and disaster response. Who's it for? Healthcare providers and support staff across VA hospitals and campuses in Puerto Rico and Virgin Islands, and the veterans they serve, plus government and business organizations that need resilient connectivity. So why does this matter? So this is a 10-year contract. Sounds very basic. Nothing really big going on here, right? But this has bigger implications. This is a word of mouth type of situation for T-Mobile. If they do good here, and it is reliable, it works for them. It's a great deal for the VA. Word travels quick within the government agencies. Like, hey, look, we did choose T-Mobile. We were a little skeptical. We never had them before, but wow, we've chosen them. It works. It serves all our needs and purposes. And they tell that to another agency, and now this agency might engage with T-Mobile in a conversation. Right before, T-Mobile really didn't feel like they had a seat at the table when it comes to talking to the CIOs in these types of businesses. And that really was the case. They did approach some during LTE, but they didn't feel like they had the network, and they didn't have the confidence to really sit there and say, hey, look, we do have this reliable network. We do have a lot of backup generators at our sites. That just was not the case in the past. But now T-Mobile is getting more confident, and that's a problem for Verizon and AT&T, and they know that. They are tracking. I hear it on the internal calls. They see T-Mobile as a threat. They really do. T-Mobile now has more backup generators at their sites than even 5 years ago. They have a more robust, bigger scaled network. They got the spectrum assets now. So they're going and they're attacking. They're getting these types of businesses now. And like I said to open up the video, they're chipping away at it little by little. They're not sharing everything publicly. They only share certain ones that they're gaining, but they are gaining more behind the scenes. And I did let you guys know they got Circle K. They got that account. They got AutoZone. Those are some of the enterprise businesses that they're dealing with. Those aren't like super huge accounts, but they're taking them. They're deepening relationships with others like Delta. They're getting more and more lines. And as they gain more confidence, I still got to be objective and honest. They still don't cover all airports with the best indoor coverage. Some airports they're still covering from the outside in. They haven't gotten on all the DAS systems, but it's getting better. And as they do get on more of those DAS systems, with more investment over the years, like I keep saying, the wireless industry doesn't end at the end of the week or tomorrow or at the end of the year. It will continue. T-Mobile will get better. And that is a problem for Verizon and AT&T because T-Mobile will undercut them in price. Like they keep saying, they have the balance sheet to defend their position. The VA account, AT&T let go because they didn't want to bid that low. So T-Mobile comes in aggressive with pricing, and they are getting more confident with the network piece. So they kind of bring both, right? The value in the network that T-Mobile keeps talking. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what other accounts they get. I look forward to it. It'll be interesting to see. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. Follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Live. See y'all in the next one. Peace.